Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. It's Tuesday, means we need to get into some other stuff. Specifically speaking, common charity. I got an Exodia deck list for you. But real quick, I do hope that you guys enjoyed kind of our little chaotic Monday. Still doing some of the non-Yu-Gi-Oh game profiles, but also delved back into Master Duel. And number one, we got some really cool pulls. Two, I've been contemplating some of the, for the casual players out there, of course, some like 3x builds using the in-game structure decks. And because of that, I'd like to do some of those profiles this week. So no test hands this week. I do have two different Exodia decks for you guys. One for common charity and one for the advanced game. So let's get started as far as the common one. So this one is going to be a 40 card deck, and of course you're going to have your 5 pieces of Exodia. This is obviously your win condition. You just need this. Outside of that, we're going to be using mostly a Destiny Hero base. So we're going to have 3 copies of Diamond Dude, 3 copies of Dogma, 3 copies of Draw Hand, 3 copies of Drill Dark, 2 copies Malicious, and 3 copies Plasma. And again, a lot of this is going to be pretty self-explanatory, especially once you guys start to play at this. If you guys don't know the effects, stick around during the second half. I'm going to actually go over everything. I'll give you all of the effects, and I'll give you like a little bit of like why it synergizes so well. But again, a lot of you guys are way smarter and play way more competitive, so I have no fear that you guys will have this figured out. So again, this is about half the deck. Go ahead, take a quick second, pop a screenshot, or just go ahead and pause the video and make some notes real quick, and then we'll be back with all the spells. All right, now the spells, pretty basic, pretty self-explanatory. Again, as with any type of Exodia deck, the point is to draw as many cards as you possibly can. So of course, that's what we're going to do. To get there, we're going to use 3 copies Allure of Darkness, which is great. 3 copies Destiny Draw, which is nice that it's in-house. Single copy One Day of Peace, great spell card. 3 copies Pot of Duality. 3 copies Pot of Extravagance. Again, huge shout out for the Albaz Strike deck, just doing us so well. 1 copy Scapegoat, because like again, I do love scapegoats. I think it's really cool, especially when you could use it as a like a defensive barrier. But again, we're going to show you that you could also put a big monster on the board using it. So again, it's pretty fun. 3 copies of Trade In, and to round the deck out, single copy Upstart Goblin. And again, just real quick, either grab yourself a screenshot or pause it and take the notes, my friends. Be right back with an extra deck. All right, now, as you guys probably guessed, the extra deck is going to be slightly gimmicky because, again, we do not want to rely on it due to the Pot of Extravagance. However, it is going to be playable in, like, every aspect. So, do watch the cards. They all have a meaning. We are using 2 copies of Gov Dragon, or Agavi. Not exactly 100% on the pronunciation. We are going to use a single copy Bellcat Fighter, 1 copy Borreload, 2 copies Defender of the Labyrinth, 2 copies Link Spider, 1 copy Link Karibo, 2 copies Steel Star Regulator, 1 Triple Burst Dragon, and just to round it out, 3 copies of the Extra Hero Cross Crusader. Again, we don't play the extra deck because we need to, but situationally, you may have to go into some cards. And knowing that the scapegoats are going to be normal, 1 star, and tokens, we did include certain cards because, again, Steel Star Regulator, we could actually make that entirely off of scapegoat tokens. It's not going to be super strong, but it will be a thing. Triple Burst needs 2 or more monsters, non-tokens. So again, Link climb a little bit, at which point, since tokens are considered normal, you could use the Defender of the Labyrinth if you need to have an effect. You could also use the Link Spiders and Elite Karibo. Bellcat Fighter actually does require tokens. Gov Dragon can be made off of 2 defenders. So off the full scapegoat, you can go straight into a 3k dragon. There are a couple of plays here. Most of this deck, however, requires that it basically just requires we draw as many cards as possible. And the Cross Crusader is actually here for the Drill Dark / draw hand play, which can actually help you press advantage for more draws. If you guys aren't familiar with that, maybe skip to the middle-ish end half of the video. But for everybody else, this is the deck list. I do hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you guys enjoyed stopping by again today, because it meant a lot to me. Do me a favor, if you guys want to support the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, or simply just choose to go out and do something for yourself today and try to have a great one. Everybody else, we are going to start it back up from the beginning. We're going to read over the card effects, kind of give some basic explanations along the way, and then we'll let you guys get out of here for the day. Very cool. Be back in just a second. Alright, so going over the effects, obviously Exodia says that if you have all the pieces in your hand, you win. So clearly this is why we're playing this whole mess. And then again, they are all limited to 1, so just use each one of them at 1. And again, since it's common charity, obviously we can play this deck in advanced as well, which is why we always build these using the advanced ban list, as opposed to playing them traditional. And to me, it's just more fun this way. Moving off to the first real card, Destiny Hero Diamond Dude. Once per turn, you may excavate the top card of your deck. If it's a normal spell, send it to the graveyard. Otherwise, put it on the bottom of your deck. During the main phase of your next turn, you may activate the effect of that spell in the graveyard, even if you no longer control Diamond Dude. So what does that mean? It means for the cards that require a discard, for the trade-in, for the Destiny draw, we do not have to pay the cost. We just get the effect. So again, if he shows off a D draw, we know we're going to draw 2 next turn. Fantastic. And again, this is going to help out a little bit. Dogma, simply in here is trade-in bait. You will notice he's 8 stars. He's also dark. He's also a Destiny hero. So he works for the Allure Darkness. He works for our trade-in. And he works for our Destiny draw. So again, all-star huge card. No, we're not going to be playing him. Draw hand. Again, fits 2 of those 3. He fits for the Allure. He fits for the Destiny draw. He has a nice effect that goes along with it. So if he is special summoned through the effect of any hero monster card, then I can make each player draw 1 card. Then during the next standby phase after this is sent to the graveyard, I can then choose to special summon this from the graveyard, banishing it when it leaves the field. Each effect is once per turn. And again, so what we really want to do here is we want to use Drill Dark. Because when Drill Dark is normal or special, you can special summon 1 Destiny from the hand with attack less than or equal to this card's attack. So again, it's equal, 16 and 16. You can only use the effect of Drill Dark once per turn. If it would attack, it could inflict piercing. Again, kind of a non-combat build. I'm not trying to press my opponent for their hit points. Instead, what I want to do is I want to use Drill Dark to special out the draw hand. We both draw. Then I'm going to link generally into Cross Crusader here. And again, this means that draw hand will come back again later. I'll get another draw just off of him. And that's before we use any of the other effects. So again, really nice little combo right there. Next up is Hero Malicious. Again, pretty self-explanatory character. When you banish this one from the graveyard, you can special summon another copy from the deck. Again, if we use for Destiny draw, good. It means we can thin the deck after we do the draw 2. Additionally, we could also sack it off for the Allure of Darkness should we end up with both of them in our opening hand or through the course of drawing through our deck. So again, it's cool. Again, too, because that's where the ban list is. Plasma, again, just like Dogma, he's here because he is an 8-star. So again, all 3 of my draw spells, my 3 main draw spells, all work on Plasma with the trade in the Allure and the Destiny draw. So again, very good stuff. The Allure of Darkness, draw 2, banish a dark from the hand. If you don't have any dark cards in your hand to banish, send all cards from the hand to the discard pile. Again, every monster that we play, dark. So again, Alert Darkness should always resolve. Same thing with Destiny Draw. Again, discard a Destiny Hero. Destiny Hero card doesn't even have to be a monster card if you do have any other Destiny Heroes things. But I do believe all the spell traps just say Destiny, not Destiny Hero, whatever. But again, draw 2. So again, if we can get this off of the Diamond Dude effect, we basically just turned it into Pot of Greed instead, as we'll eliminate the cost by only activating the effect. So very good. 1 Day of Peace, one of the few actual defensive things we do in our build. Each player draws 1 card. Neither player takes damage until the end of the opponent's next turn. Again, this is just meant to be gimmicky and fun. So again, I'm not super worried about it, but it is a thing. The Pot of Duality is an Excavate 3. Add 1, and from those 3, shuffle the rest back into the deck. Only activate 1 of these per turn. You cannot special summon the turn that you activate this. Do keep that in mind if you're going to use Drill Dark and Draw Hand to try to offset when you use Duality. Extravagance at the start of main phase 1. Banish 3 or 6 random face down from the extra deck. Draw 1 for every 3 banished. For the rest of this turn, you cannot draw by card effects. So again, use this one obviously as soon as you can. But if you know based on the rest of your hand you're going to have a heavy drawing turn, go ahead and skip using it. Do some of the other dig, and then try to use this to wrap up afterward. Scapegoats. Again, we get the special summon 4 scapegoat tokens. We cannot tribute them for tribute summons. We cannot summon other monsters the turn that we activate this, but we could set, but not a tribute set, just a normal non-tributing set. And again, so we can block with this. We can also do this during the opponent's end phase if we have a route that we want to take to a larger monster in our extra deck. That would be fine. The trade-ins, again, discard a level 8, draw 2. If revealed with Destiny Hero Diamond Dude, we're not going to have to discard. We could just do the draw 2. And then Upstart Goblin again. Just draw a card and your opponent gains 1,000 life points. We're going to play Exodia. Honestly, that's going to be how we want to win. So don't worry about that again too much. Exodia's got you. And again, for the extra deck, the only one I really want to talk about is the Cross Crusader. So it's any 2 warriors. When Link summoned to target a Destiny Hero in your graveyard, special summon it. You tribute 1 Destiny Hero monster, add 1 hero with a different name from your deck to hand. You can only use each effect once per turn. So again, kind of think about it. It's a good way to recycle the Drill Dark because again, you do want the draw hand to remain there. And again, his effect is once per turn. So again, you could do this, and this could be a great way to get Diamond Dude into your hand, or set up for another draw hand or something like that. So just kind of mess around with it, kind of get used to it. Sometimes it's a good play, sometimes it's just the worst. But again, it was worth including. The rest is all just generic ways of trying to get rid of scapegoat tokens and generate a large monster, because sometimes you just need a large monster. Again, Link Karibo can help you defensively, but you guys know those already. So that is today's deck. Tomorrow we're going to have another Exodia deck. It's going to be for the advanced format. And then the rest of the week we're going to be doing some things with Master Duel, because again, we're back, we're playing it. Actually, something I failed to mention, Casual Duelist Gaming is also live now. We did have about a week's worth of stuff already pre-taped that is going to slowly release. Digimon Survive just recently released as well. So we will probably be working that into the rotation as well as far as games to be played. So if you guys enjoy watching people play video games, watch me fail at talking to myself for, 20 to 40 minutes at a time. Outside of that, guys, you guys have a lovely day, and hopefully I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Later.